Hello and welcome back to another final table commentary. Today we got a 1K 6 max PKO from WCOOP 2025. We got Joseph on the final table, Padilla, Don't Mess With Me, Davy Maker, Dojo, Airdonas, and Sick Cheers. We got $4,000 locked up with $16,000 for first and second place with bounties on top of all of that. Got a little ace 5 limping it in, flopping a pair of 5s, Dojo with a duck and a duck. Don't know if they're going to put many pennies in the middle here. So I can say a quick thanks to KalipokerTV Poker Replays for the replay. If at any point in time you find yourself not giving a shit for the commentary, there'll be a link in the description down below to the video and Kali Poker. So you can go check out some more poker action in some silence. Davy makes 2 pairs on the turn, bets 2 blinds into about 3 and just takes the little pot down. We are moving on along. I see an ace-6 suited for Padilla. They don't have too many pennies to throw around here today. 21.5 blinds. We'll see if they come in for the open. They are aggressive. They find it. 2.2 blinds. Dojo is 6-9 suited in the small. Don't know if we play this one. Nope. 8-6 as well. What do we see here? About a $1,300 bounty on Padilla's head. Airdonas says, I cover you, but I don't care to play this hand. We move on along. Ace-9 for Don't Mess With Me. 14 blinds. Don't know if we can do much with it. We're in last place. We do see the min raise. Good shit. I love it. Davy Maker with an ace from the cutoff. Personally, I fold. Davy's aggressive. They come in for the smallest of 3 bets, 3.5 blinds. An ace-9 hits the muck. What a play by Davy. 7-7 for Joseph in the big. 8-8 for Airdonas in the cutoff. On the cutoff. From the cutoff. What's the saying? I don't know. 2 blinds to go. 7-7 can think about a jam here for about 30 blinds. $2,800 bounty. Hopefully Joseph just calls and sees that. Oh, we rip it all in. Get a snap call. Looking for a 7 dealer. Queen and a 10 is a chop pop, but an 8 on the turn locks up the board. Airdonas gets a full double, and Joseph is down to about 16 blinds. No disrespect to Airdonas, but I kind of wanted to see a 7 there. Like, Airdonas is a strong, confident player. They make their way through a lot of final tables. Joseph, however, very, very, very strong player. Would have been fun to see them have like the chip lead, whatever it would have been, like 75 blinds. Anyways, we'll move along. Airdonas in first place. Covers everybody by quite a bit. Sick Cheers. Did I introduce them? I sure hope so. Sick Cheers. I wasn't too sure how I was going to pronounce their name. I think they had a suited connected holding. They let that shit go. Don't Mess With Me with ace-jack, and the big might face a jam. 11 blinds effective. Padilla takes the spot looking for a 3. Just a 3 dealer. Just a 3. No 3. King on the river. Ace-jack holds up. Padilla down to 13.5 blinds in last place now. King 10 for Airdonas will take a stab. Stab might get through pre-flop here. King 5 in the big. Nada. Not going to play. What's going on? 6-9 suited again for Dojo in the big blind. Waits patiently. Not too much at play here. A whole bunch of 9s and 5s. A little 8-5 for Davy. Going to fold. 6-9 will just get a walk. Ace-Queen in the big blind. 5-5 for Dojo. Sorry, I had a little bit of a brain fart there. Couldn't see any hands, and then I was like, wait, there's a small blind hand. We'll get a limp and a raise and a call, and we're off to the flop. I think. Limp. Raise. 4 blinds is the size. It's a bigger raise pre-flop. We are playing about 40 effective. I think we still call here. Ace-Jack 8. Top pair. Second best kicker will go for a 3 blind bet and just take the pot down there. 8 and an 8 for Dojo. Oh, aces. Ace for Don't Mess With Me. We see an 8 going to be folded in the big blind. I don't think Dujo 3-bets 8s, but we just call. Aired an ass with king 4 suited. Could get spicy here. 8s call. No, aired an ass just folds. 10-6-3, no flush draw out there. Very few straight draws. Don't mess with me. Shouldn't be raising much like 9-8. You'd expect a lot of like ace king, ace queen. Maybe a suited ace jack. Maybe a suited king queen. Maybe even king queen itself. Dujo goes for 2 blind bets. Little does he know it's ace ace. He's like, holy shit, there's a lot of hands I can just get some value from here. Bet and take the pot down a lot. Aces just call 3 on the turn. Dujo will think about 3 streets here. For value, of course. Does ace king ever hero call? Dujo says we're just going to check the turn. Reasonable play. 10 blinds in the middle. Dujo says, you know what, I don't think I do want to get it all in. And they actually didn't think about going 3 streets. They checked the turn rather swiftly. They face a very small bet, and they're just going to call if they do anything, and they do find it. See the bad news. Aces take down a fair pot. 31 blinds for don't mess with me. Nice check on the turn there by Dujo. Very small river bet. Very easy call. Played the hand beautifully, and Joseph gets a walk. 9-9, another strong hand will come in for the under the gun open. Davy does cover him with king 8 suited, 1 seat to their left. Thinking about a 3-bet. They find it, 5.5 to go. We'll fold back to the 9 and the 9. We'll see if Don't Mess With Me just rips it in. Lives up to their name. Last 3-bet, I think they just folded, right? It was, oh, was that Padilla open? Who opened the ace 9? I think it was Don't Mess With Me and then Davy 3-bet ace 5, right? To 3.5 blinds. Am I not mistaken? That was less than 7 minutes ago, dude. How don't you remember? And 9s hit the muck. Davy's getting away with it. Davy's getting away with it. 40 blinds for Davy. King 8 suited for Airdenas will open it up. King Queen for Joseph. 3-bet rip, dude. Put your life on the line. The blinds will fold and they take the pot down pre. Just about 20 blinds for Joseph. Sorry, I'm not rooting for Joseph or anything. King Jack for Padilla, another one of my favorites to watch. And there's Don't Mess With Me, a very strong player. Davy, a very strong, aggressive player as we've seen so far here today. Dujo gets after it. Airdenas, a lot of final tables for them I've seen. King Jack will rip from the button here. Jack 7 folds the big blind. And then there's sick cheers, and no offense to them, but I just don't know of them. So hopefully they find a way to double up here. Get that 12 blind stack up to 24 blinds. Maybe get a bounty or 2. See what they can do, you know. King Queen for Joseph. They come in for an open. Dujo in the big. Suited it and connected. 8-5 of spades. Surely we don't 3-bet. I was thinking for sure we call, right? Dujo says no sirree. Not here, not today. 4-4 for Don't Mess With Me. Not too much doing here so far, Poker Stars. 4-4 even hits the muck. 6-9 again for Dujo. Just gonna fold and 5-4 gets a walk. Ace ace for the big stack. Ace queen for Davy. They're in a pickle. We see 2 queens gonna be folded. Ace queen will open it up. Aces 3-bet most likely. We do want to keep that small stack in the pot kind of. But aces I think just jam, or not jam. Holy fuck. 3-bet, sorry. I had a hiccup coming. It's still kind of coming. But there we go. It's gone now. And I actually said jam instead of 3-bet. But we get a 4-bet jam by the ace queen. That's a bad flop. Dead on the turn. Fuck us. 77 blinds for Airdenas. Got about a $1,600 bounty. Good game by Davy, right? They had the king 8 suited. 3-bet to get 9s to fold. Ace 5. Oh, 3-bet. Ace 9 folds. Good game by Davy. Didn't work out for him here today, though. They are actually the first player to bust, and they had a huge stack. Ace King for Dujo opens it up. Airdenas with Jack Jack will 3-bet to 5 blinds. Dujo will 4-bet rip. We'll have a pretty big flip here with at least a king dead. Somebody folded that in the blinds. Dujo jams, offers up the $1,500 bounty. Jack, Jack. Looking good here. Looking real good. 10 on the river. That's all clean news. No ace or king for Dujo. 56 blinds. Aerodonas scoops another big pot. I'm so good. Oh, Aerodonas. Yeah, that's some funny shit. They are actually a very good player and running hot here today. Ace 8. Don't mess with me. We'll raise and take it down pre. Blinds go up. King 5 in the big blind. Do we get a walk here? Joseph folds the button. 9-4. Just going to fold as well. Oh, yeah, we got a ladder, by the way. So what are we up to? $6,800? Plus bounties on top of it for everybody. $6,800. 1K buy-in. Kind of like the other video I was doing. I think it was oh, we got a jam here. Queen 3. Get that through pre. There's videos. I don't remember if it was a 2K or a 1K, but one of them only had like $33,000 for first. And it was just kind of a situation where the players did not give a shit about the money at all. They still played great cards. It was fun to watch, but it was just clear they didn't give a shit about the money. King 3 suited, gonna rip it all in here for Aerodonas. Says, I want some more bounties, guys. 10-5. I don't think we take the spot here. Ace 6 for 6 cheers. Sorry, I didn't even know how to say their name. They're gonna rip it in here right into queens. Bad timing. Take the suited ace with 5.5 blinds. Makes plenty of sense. 7, dude. Nothing. A boat on the turn. That will dead. 6 cheers. And unfortunately, didn't get to see anything from him here today. Hopefully they find their way to another table. We'll have to go scouting to see if they made any more WCOOP final tables that we can watch. Ace King for Aerodonas. We'll open it on up. What? No, did they get a walk? Sorry, my bad. They got a walk. Queen Jack for Don't Mess With Me. They come in for an open. Ace 2 for Joseph in the big blind. We got a 3-bet by 10-9. 7.5 blinds to go. Don't mess with me with a very playable Queen Jack in second place. Didn't want to see this. Rips it all in with 67%. Takes it down pre. Don't mess with me. Does live up to their name. 38 blinds moving along. 10-8. Gonna let that one go. Queen 5 will rip it in for about 12 blinds effective. Exactly 12 blinds effective. Jack 10 for Joseph. Does cover Padilla in the big blind. I'm thinking about sticking it in here, dude. They find the fold. Padilla is out of there too with the suited king. Queen 2 suited. Joseph can't do too much, I don't think. Jack 10 will rip from the small if folded to. Jack 8 will call for a $1,300 bounty. 5 blinds, so 4 blind call. 27%. Bad news for Don't Mess With Me. Looking for a heart, dude. They flopped the best of it, but, well, turns stupid for spades. 55% on the flop. Open-ended straight draw with the flush draw. Versus top pair. So I guess they didn't flop the best of it. They're just the equity favorite, sorry. Sorry for my misstep. It's hard to call the cards when they're coming so quick. Jack 10 rips it in. Ace 9 calls. Looking for Jacks, 10s, 8s. 8 on the turn is 100%, dude. 3 of a kind don't matter. Joseph is out of here in third. They get about $11,000 for their efforts, plus bounties on top of that. Got a pretty big heads-up battle here for bounties, I suppose. 9-4 gets a walk. Queen 10 versus Ace 2. Don't Mess With Me opens. We get a call by the ace. Little King 9-8 flop. Excuse me. Ace high calls the flop. 10 on the turn. Goes check, check. 3 on the river. Pair of 10s is good for about 8 blinds. Might even call off the little bluff here by ace high. 7.5. Pretty well full pot size bet. Aerodonas has been getting after it here today. See if their raise gets any respect here. I thought Queen 10 would have called by now. Eventually finds it. Don't mess with me. Says, yeah, I got that straight blocker. I got a call. We get a break to skip through. Oops. 8-9 versus King 6. Yeah, an open and a call, and we're off to the flop. Don't mess with me. He's taking a long break. I guess I could have skipped through a little bit of this. May as well, right? There we go. We get a call. Queen 8-7 flop goes check check. 10 on the turn goes check check. 8 on the river goes bet. Big bet. 5.3 into 4 1/4, and king high with a straight blocker folds. King jack we'll see what they do here. Is this a limp strategy, a raise strategy? What are we doing? 2.5 blinds. Got a call by 8-5. Pretty good board for the low hand. 6-4-3 is the flop. Aerodynast leads 1.7 into 5 1/4. King jack floats. Bangs off a king on the turn. Open-ended straight draw for Aerodynast. We'll check it on over, looking for a 2 or 7. Pair of kings, bet 6.5. It's a big bet. We're almost priced out, but I think we're playing deep enough where we can do something. Aerodynast check raises the turn here. It's a lot of pressure on a pair of kings, but I think we call. Don't think we need to jam to protect our equity. I think a call or fold is almost the most likely play, and a 7 on the river, so a one-liner to a 5. Aerodynast makes the nut straight with that 8 to go along with the 5, you know. And 7's not a diamond, so there's no flush out there. King jack hates life, dude. Any 5 makes a straight. What's raising the turn? Plenty of 5x and diamonds as bluffs. There's a few sets in there too, some 2 pairs potentially. Not a great spot for king jack on that river card. Nice fold by Don't Mess With Me. 2-9 will open it up, and queen 5 will defend the big blind. We get an 8-6-5 flop. Straight draw for Don't Mess With Me, checks it on back. A queen on the turn is top pair for Aerodynast. They see a hefty bet, 3.2 into 4 1/4. Another check raise here. On the turn, Aerodynast with top pair, running pretty good here. I'll just take the pot down there. King versus queen 2 suited. We get a limp and a raise and a call in. We're off to the flop. 3.5 blinds to go. Aerodynast quickly calls, and a bunch of 2s. What the fuck? PokerStars couldn't have set the man up any better. Like, I mean, there's an ace out there, right? Don't Mess With Me might not go 3 streets. Still a flush draw out there. 10 of diamonds on the turn. That don't mean much. As if that 2-2 means something, though. King is mostly worried about that ace. 9 of spades on the river. Is the game over, dude? No way queen 2 checks. We just skipped forward through the video. I saw there's a whole lot left in the video. Queen 2 rips. King must fold here, dude. But if we're being honest, I would think about a hero call. Flush draw misses. Oh, that stupid ace out there. Queen 2, I don't know if it gets paid in the end. Just because we know there's time left in the video. Yeah, King will hit the muck. I fucking would have talked myself into a call, that's for sure. 10-5. Although, to be fair, the past few heads-up battles I've seen, some players are just like, hey, don't talk yourself into a call just because it's heads-up poker. Sometimes you just gotta believe your opponent. And trust your gut that you're right. Sometimes, right? Which we saw kings fold there. It's 3 of a kind. Aerodynast didn't get the maximum of value. Didn't get the bounty. Didn't end the game. We got 3 of a kind here versus a flush draw. Only 2 1/4 blinds in the middle, though. We'll get a full pot size bet and then a little bet on top of that. Flush draw calls. A check would be so cool by Don't Mess With Me. I would never do it. No, they bet over the pot again. Only about 4 blinds behind and 10 high has to fold. Sorry, I was just thinking, damn, if we check our opponent with 10 high, do they bluff with the missed flush draw? Maybe not, right? So you just kind of got to go for max value against ace-x. Hope your opponent... Because, like, they could check back an ace on the river. You never know. Hope your opponent finds a call there facing your big old bet on the river. Get a pair of 4s chop in a pot. Another 4x for both players. Jack 4 will raise the button. 4-2. Personally, I fold. Don't mess with me says we're off to the flop. King 10-9 is the board. Straight draw. Bets in. Takes the pot down. King 2 versus ace queen. Get an open and a jam and a fold, and we're moving on along. Non-all-in 3-bet, sorry. 6.5 blinds. Erdonas makes it, and they do take it down pre. Get a limp by Jack 8, flopping top pair, 6-4, not much doing there. Backdoor straight draw, they get the heck out of there. Jack and a 5, limps it in, 7-6, checks it back, ace 10, 2 flop. Don't mess with me, in position bets the backdoor straight draws and takes the pot down. Ace 7 limps, deuce deuce rips it in here, I'm pretty sure for 16. Erdonas will call, got a big flip here. Ace 7 or 9, no help there. King would have done 2 of 4 on the river. Don't mess with me, does get the full double 32 blinds. 9-7, flops a straight draw, ace high for don't mess with me. Oh, I was just thinking there's one time, or there's been a few times I was thinking, sorry, let me restart. I kept saying, I was thinking. Not much doing in this hand, I hope. But the video length doesn't always determine actually how the show is going to end, even though for the most part it does. I remember there was one time, I think it was a BCP poker replay, that the video just cut out when there was still like 4 or 5 players left, and then we never got a conclusion to the end of the show. It was the weirdest thing. And then there's other times where I think there's been an extended amount of video length where there's just no cards going on. I think that's happened too. That might have both been with BCP, but I could be wrong there. So the video length doesn't always determine how long the show's going to go, but almost always. Ace 6 for Erdonas will go for a value bet. Wow, that was so useless of me to interject there. Why would I ever waste everybody's time saying those words? Ace King versus 8-6. Holy fuck. I'm stumbling over my words. Ace King will raise to 5 blinds. Don't mess with me with a very playable 8-6 of spades. Can crack some hands, such as Ace King on the 8-7-4 flop. Top pair and straight draw. Got 10 blinds in the middle. We bet about 4. Got a quick jam by Ace King. We're going to get a double up here 80% of the time. Ace or King dealer. Not here, not today. Clean 4 and 2. Don't mess with me. Top pair holds right on up. Another Ace King for Erdonas. King 5, 3 bets to 8 blinds. Ace King will 4 bet to 18.5. 19. Fuck, I was so close but still wrong. King 5 will just fold. 7-4 suited, opens to 2 blinds. 9-2 defends the big. We get an ace jack 5 flop. 7-4 C bets. Wait, was it a limp pot? So it's just a flop bet and take it down? I think it was a limp pot. Ace 8 flops bottom pair. Queen 6 with top pair. Goes check, check. 10 on the board. Or 10 pairs the board. 5 on the river. Check down pot somehow. Full pot size bet by Don't Mess With Me. We'll take it down as Erdonas clicks the call button very swiftly. Ace 6 opens it up. 3-5 is out of there. 9-2 opens. Jack 5 defends the big blind. Flops quite well. Turns even better. Making the straight here. 1 liner to a jack out there. Third pair. Erdonas thinking about a little bet ski. A 1 blind bet. Try to get called by an 8. Says, nah, not too likely. We'll just check it down to the river where we face an overbet. Erdenas with a nice fold there. And we're moving on along. Don't mess with me. Almost tied up the game here. Queen Jack versus King 5. Good board for King 5. Ace, Ace, King. Straight draw bets. Oh no. Oh no, a 10 on the turn, guys. Don't mess with me. Makes this straight. Flush completes. That's about half pot. 4 blinds into just under 8. King 5 calls. No boat for him. Erdenas might pay off a river bet here. It's going to be big though, right? Tough spot for King 5 of hearts, or King 5 with the 5 of hearts. That's over the pot. 19.8 into about 16. Nice fold by the king. Tough spot for Erdenas. They say no siree, I just fold. 3-7 will open it up. Don't mess with me with a jack and a 9. Will 3-bet. They have the dominating suit, but the 3-bet will just get through pre. Ace 8 opens. Queen 6 folds. Ace 2 will open. 7-4 will defend the big blind. We get a Queen 9 3 flop. Erdenas bets 1.4 in position with the ace high and takes the pot down. King 3 opens. Jack 9 defends. Interesting board here. Queen 10-9. Open-ended straight draw with bottom pair will call. Don't mess with me with the king high and straight draw to the jack. Checks on the turn. Tough to rep anything with that king 3 in that situation after you check the turn there. Don't mess with me shows it down and loses. 7-4 limps it in. 8-10 will raise to 4 blinds. Erdenas gets out of there. Jack 4 opens. 9-5 defends the big blind. 10-8-7 flop. We get a lot of action going on here at heads up. Boards have been quite crazy. Straight draws for everybody here. 6 or a jack for Erdenas. Another gutter to the 9 for Don't Mess With Me. They face a check raise and it's large. 14 blinds into a pot of what is now 23. It's like 10 to call or something like this into a pot of what would be 33. Fuck me. Don't Mess With Me says, I'm not doing that math, bro. I'm out of here. King Jack will raise and take it down pre. 3-3 will raise. Jack 2 folds. 6-3 versus King 2. We get an open and a call this time. King high board versus an open-ended straight draw. 0 and a 2 is real nasty as that is 2 pairs. Don't do it, Poker Stars. Erdenas bets 3 blinds. Just a call. Queen on the turn. Erdenas might bet again, but I don't think we're going to get this all in by the river. They bet 9 blinds, which is just under full pot. King 2 calls once more. 4 on the river pairs the board. Don't Mess With Me does not play their kicker. They're actually pretty thankful about that. 6 high is no good, of course. Doesn't beat anything here. We're going to go for a river bluff. No, Erdenas check says, I'm not getting the king to fold. Nice little play. Erdenas says, I'll bet twice and check down the river. Nice pot, though, for Don't Mess With Me. Got a pair and flush draw calling on the flop here. Not going to be easy to hang in. Don't Mess With Me. Doesn't have a great reason to bet. 2 of clubs on the river. Flush does get there for Erdenas. And Jack high goes for a 4 blind bet. Gets called quickly. Ace 5 facing a raise calls. Ace Queen 8 flop. Erdenas bets half pot. Got a call by the pair of aces and a 10 on the turn. Erdenas doesn't go for the no equity bluff. 4 on the river. Value bet about 3 blinds into 8.5. And a pair of aces will just take the pot down, of course. Queen Jack opens it up. 2.5 blinds to go. Jack 5 in the big blind. I hate this hand, let me tell you. We 3-bet to 9.5. Queen Jack calls. 10, 7, 6 flop. Jack 5 gives it on up. That's not good news for Erdenas. They get a free 10 on the turn. No chop pots. Erdenas bets 8.5. I don't believe him, and I can see, obviously, he's got Jack 5. Don't mess with me says I gotta fold Queen high, though. Nice little play by Erdenas in the end. They swing back into first place, and they got a Jack 5 facing a raise by 8-3. Spicy shit here. 7, 6, 5 flop. Bottom pair versus the open-ended straight draw. Bottom pair quickly folds facing the flop bet. King Jack suited versus Jack 8. Let me tell you, this has been a fun heads-up battle. King Jack versus King Queen. Or sorry, holy fuck. King Jack versus Jack 8. King Queen 3 flop. Sorry, I got so excited and all my words got jumbled. Jack 8, check raises somehow. We got 3 in a row, I suppose. No diamond in our holding. 5 on the turn. Completes the flush. 16.5 blinds in the middle. Erdenas wisely checks it on over. Very wise, dude. Get a hefty bet here. No, that's 5 blinds into 16. That's not hefty at all. Pair of kings takes the pot down. Ace 7 limps. Jack 4 quickly raises to 4 blinds. We get a quicker call. Ace 8, 7 flop. Jack 4. Sees 3 hearts out there. Bets real small. Ace on the turn. That's a boat, dude. Don't mess with me with Jack high. No draw. Gives that up. Small bet about a third pot. Erdenas takes it down. Couple of ducks in the big. 10, 8 opens it up. Flops quite well here, dude. 9, 7, 4, 2 clubs. Open ender, 2 overs. We just check it back. Bang off the nuts. Erdenas bets small. Do we just call here? Or do we bump it up? We're heads up. We obviously want to get a lot of chips in there, so don't mess with me says you raise the nuts, and unfortunately you just take it down on the turn here. Deuces don't have a great reason to hang in there. Nope. King Queen limps it in. 9-3. We'll check it on back, and we get an Ace Jack Jack flop. Goes check check 4 on the turn. No action from the 9-3. Deuce on the river. Yeah, just 9-3. Gonna check this one down. Says King high. Ain't getting nothing out of me as it goes for a value bet. 1.5 blinds, and the bet gets through. 2 and a 2 versus an 8 and a 7. Get an open and a call. 9-4-3 flop. Goes check check 8 on the turn. Good news for Erdenas. They bet 4 blinds. 2-2 might think about a call. 4 on the river. 2-2 might think about a call. 10 blinds to go. Nice fold by 2-2. Everything missed. Everything missed. Don't mess with me. Gets a walk with ace 10 of hearts. That's a very pretty hand there, let me tell you, but it gets a walk. 8-10 suited will open. 10-7 defends. We get an ace king 4 flop. That's a heart draw. Backdoor straight draws for both players. Don't mess with me. Imposition bets and takes the pot down. 6-4 versus ace 6. I can open and a call. 10-5-5 goes check check. Jack on the turn completes the flush. Goes check check. Jack on the river. Ace high bets for value, and 6-4 hits the muck. Ace king versus 10-5. Get an open and a fold. Jack 5 versus 4-4. We get a limp and a rate. No, a limp and a check and a king 8-3 flop. 4-4 bets 1 blind. Takes the pot down. We're moving on along. Pretty well tied up here. Just about anybody's game. Erdenas faces a raise from the 5 and the 4. 10-10 versus 9-3. Tens get a walk. 5-3 versus Jack 8. Get an open and a call and a queen 10-3 flop. Get a small bet by the pair of threes. Straight draw with the backdoor flush draw. Goes for a check raise to 4 blinds. 4 of hearts on the turn. Jack 8 slows right down. Looking for a Jack 8 or 9. We get another 10 out there, dude. Goes check check, and a pair of threes will take down the 13 blinds in the middle. It's a hefty lead for Don't Mess With Me as blinds go up. Queen versus 9-7 suited. We get an open, a 3-bet, and potentially a call depending on the size. 8 blinds to go. 9-7 does call. King 10-4 flop. Queens might not bet, but I don't think 9-7 puts too many chips in the middle here. Facing a 4-blind bet, I don't think we call. Little backdoor straight draw, that's it. Queens will just bet and take the pot down. Ace-8 opens for 2 folds. Moving on along, dudes. 10-6 limps, 8-5. Check, right? No siree. We raise to 4 blinds and take the pot down. Ace-9 versus 5-5. 40 blinds deep. We don't get this in pre. Oh, that's a nice flop for 5-5 though, facing Ace-9. A little 9-5-2 action. Top pair, top kicker. Bets 3.2. Middle set calls and a 4 on the turn. Good card for the situation. The pot should just brew here, right? Ace-3 and 6-3 make a straight. So many draws out there. Don't Mess With Me bets 8 blinds. I think this is a full double up, right? We can just jam the turn. Oof, 4 on the river. Boat. I think it's a full double up still, right? Doesn't Ace-9 rip it in here? Losing to a few seldom straights, boats, 3 of a kinds. There's the jam. Nice play by Erdenas. They get the full double. 76 blinds slide their way. 40 left to collect. Ace-10 for Erdenas. They limp it on in. 7-6. Don't Mess With Me says, what a dang cooler, dude. That's unfortunate. Don't think checking back the river makes much sense. Just gotta get it all in there. What do we got going on here? Ace-10 with nothing. Pair of 6s with the straight draw. Completes the straight on the river. 5 cards in a row. Don't Mess With Me. 5 blinds in the middle. What do we do, dude? We bet 5 blinds, bro. No 7 blinds. We take the pot down. 7 and a 3. Don't Mess With Me gets the heck out of there. King 10 gets a walk. 10 and a 2. We'll open it up. Ace-2 calls the big blind. King Jack 7 flop. 10-2 bets 1.4. Ace-high will float, and we got straight draws out the ass. None of it gets there on the 3 river though. 7 blinds in the middle. Don't Mess With Me checks. 10 high bets. About half pot. Oh shit, Ace-high hits the muck. I thought we were going to see a nice hero call there, but not here, not today. Would have been very tough to find, but I thought Ace-high was going to be super curious. Jack-high, Don't Mess With Me. We'll go for a bet ski and take a pot down there. Queen-7 gets a walk. 3 and a 3 versus Ace-Jack. We'll see if we get this in pre-flop for 40 blinds. We get the 3-bet, of course. I think we just call 3s, though. We're going to find out real quickly if I'm wrong. 3s jam. We got a huge flip here. Ace or Jack, some backdoor shit. A 7 or a queen. Not a 5 on the river pairs the board. 81 blinds for the pocket pair. 34 left to collect and a little bit more on top of that, but not much. Limp pot 9-9 will raise it up to about 4 blinds. Ace-5 will think about a jam. Probably just call. No siree. We 3-bet to 8.5. 9s will jam out of position. Just too hard to play post flop. We just rip it in, and Ace-5 gets out of there. Like, not too hard to play post flop, but you know, it's just like, why would you put yourself in such a spicy situation? Just jam. Protect your equity. 9-5 with a pair of 5s gets called by a pair of 3s. 8 on the river. So some straight draws miss. Pair of 3s finds the call, sees the bad news. Flush draw also missed there. Queen 10, Don't Mess With Me. Only 21 more blinds left to collect. I think this is limp pot. Yep, only 2 1/4 in the middle. We get 3 of a kind versus King High. Not too much of a reason for King 7 to hang in there. Overbet. Yeah, King 7's out of there. Nice fold by Erdonas to preserve the last 20 blinds. Ace 2 will rip facing the jam. 7-6 suited is flipping here, but can't really call with 7 high. Ace Queen versus 9-7. Limp pot. Ace Queen will say no it's not and raise to 4 blinds. 3.5, whatever. We get a call by 9-7 who flops top 2 pairs. Top 2 pairs. Ace Queen checks. Diamond on the turn. Feels like it's coming, dude. Feels like it's coming. Ace of Queen is bad news for Don't Mess With Me. They bet 5 blinds. If I'm 2 pairs, I call. Erdonas rips it in. Do get a call looking for a diamond. Bingo. Feels like it's coming, and it comes. Don't Mess With Me gets there. 2 pairs. No good. GG by Erdonas, though. If they would have won that pot 43 blinds, they would have very well been in the game. But in the end, it looks like Don't Mess With Me will get 22,000 plus 16. That's an odd number. 38,000 and about $700 or something. What an odd number. But anyways, Don't Mess With Me comes in very last place. 14 blinds. They scooped a fuck ton of... No, it was Erdonas scooped the bounties. And then eventually we got heads up. I think Don't Mess With Me picked off a head or two as we got down to the end there. But that's the end of the show. So if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this bullshit out. If you enjoyed the show, don't be afraid to leave a like. That shit means a lot to me. Always makes me smile. But if you got any comments or suggestions on improving the show, fire them down in the comments below. And until next time, adios amigos.